Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. And as you can see, I have a very special console today. I managed to find and buy the Batman Xbox 360. I actually got it pretty cheap, or at least an affordable price. I think I pay around 20 or 24 euros, I think, through one of those second-hand platforms. The console, it is in pretty good shape overall. Of course, if you look closely, there are a few scratches here and there, but nothing major. The seller also told me that before shipping it out, they did a full internal checkup, so I'm assuming it's all clean inside. Now, I wouldn't say I feel ripped off, but maybe just a little bit, because it didn't came with an hard drive. The seller didn't say it came with one, but to be fair, I just kind assume it would. Maybe the hard drive has something about the Batman that we can have access to, but nothing worry, nothing to stress about it. The console works perfectly, so nothing major to report. So, with that being said, let's move on with the project because I got something really special planned for this Xbox, and without further ado, let's get started. Today's video is sponsored by PCBWay. More of them in a minute. And before we jump into the project, I just want to make one thing clear. These videos are made to showcase my work and share how I do things. They're not meant to be tutorials. Unless I clearly say in the title of the video, it is a tutorial. It's not. Of course, you can learn from watching and maybe even pick up a few tips, but you can also learn from the mistakes I make, because that happens too. Some people watch this video thinking they full tutorials and then criticize this or that, but again, this isn't a tutorial. Just because I do something a certain way doesn't mean it's the right way to do it. And with that being said, let's jump in. And at first view, looks like the seller doesn't lie. The console looks really clean on the inside, just a little bit of dust, but other than that, it looks really clean. So let's move on. And with all the disassemble done, let's dig right into the best part of the process, the customization. So I have already done a bit of work off camera. I removed this plastic or these rubber pieces from the vents, first because I wasn't sure if I was going to paint them, and second because one of them was already coming off. I'll need to replace the adhesive later on, but I'll probably end up not painting them. This small rear piece here, I won't be painting that either, and I already taken apart the front panel with these little buttons, the pair button, the USB door and the power button. Those won't be painted either. The Xbox 360 logo on the DVD-ROM trim, I will be painted over it, I will not remove it, and I also still need to remove the stickers on the back, the ones with the serial numbers and other important info. It's always good to keep those safe. A good way to remove these stickers is using a hot gun with a low temperature and work with some careful, and after you got a certain temperature, the sticker should come off easily. After that, I will need to sand all the pieces that I'm gonna paint it. Basically it's the two side pieces, the front piece and the little trim, so it's gonna be quick. While I was sanding, I was thinking it will be a shame if I'm not getting a controller to match these crazy paints. I'm gonna do it. And after the sand, I was digging in my junkyard and I found these two Xbox 360 controllers. So this black one, it's a little bit rough, but it is in a pretty decent shape. I hope it works. I'm pretty sure it will work. So I'm gonna disassemble it right quickly off camera, sand it really quickly as well, and join to the rest of the pieces to get them ready for some primer. So let's go. So maybe 30 minutes later I got the controller sanded, all of the pieces washed, the interior cleaned. As you can see, it is in pretty decent shape. Even the analogs doesn't look too bad as well. The only thing that I'm not gonna paint and I still have to try is the battery. I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be dead, but I already ordered a new one on AliExpress. It's not gonna be here in time, of course, but I still will put this one to the charge, so we'll see it in a couple hours if it works or not. But other than that, this controller is ready for some primer as well, so let's move on. And as you can see, it's already pretty late. The sun is almost set, but it's really hot. It's a good day to paint, so it's to apply the primer. It's really quick, so I'm gonna do it today. So yeah, let's get started. And as you can see, the sun is already gone, but the paint is also already done, so we're good. As you can see, the primer laid down amazingly good, and let me say, this color for a primer is amazingly cool. This time I use a slightly darker primer for the effects I will add later, but as you can see, if I apply a clear coat on top of this primer, this will look simply amazing. But for today I will let it dry, and tomorrow we're gonna continue the painting process. It's already next day here. As you can see, the primer is set really cool. As I say yesterday, the paint or the color is amazingly cool. It's really nice. But now off camera I will sand all the pieces right quickly, and after that we're gonna start apply the first layer of the metallic gray. So let's move on. So fast forward a little bit, and as you can see I have all the pieces sanded, cleaned and ready for the first coat of the silver metallic. That's the color, or that's the name they gave it to the paint. I also have a magneto shadow. I think I'm not gonna need it, but I bought two of them. This magneto is slightly darker, and the silver it's just a normal metallic paint. I think I'm just gonna need the metallic, but we'll see. So yeah, let's move on. And I gotta say, within a hour, I think, maybe less, as you can see, the paint is already dry. It's really hot outside today, so of course we still have to be a little bit careful with the touch, but as you can see we can handle it without any problems. But now it's the time where we start to destroy this paint. As you can see, the metallic laid down amazingly cool. The controller, as you can see, the paint is super cool, but now it's time to destroy it. So if you haven't figured it out from the thumbnail already of this video, this console is going to be a tribute to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Now, I'm not trying to create an exact replica of the official version. I want to make my own take on it. And for that, of course, I'll have to ruin this beautiful paint job, so to speak. I'll be creating some effects, adding the Call of Duty logo, those iconic stripes, and a few other details using Airbrush. And when I say ruin, I meant creating effects that give it that worn, battered, damaged metallic look. That's exactly what I'm going for now. Not quite sure how, but let's get started. Alright, quick update here. As you can see, I have already got one part done, pretty much exactly how I want it. I'd say about 90% there. Basically what I do to help create this effect was using isopropyl alcohol. I put the alcohol directly onto the paint, spread it around with my hands, and it sort of starts to break down the paint a little bit. Then I use a sandpaper, a cloth and whatever else I had nearby to spread and work the surface. I let it sit for a few seconds, then use the water to neutralize the alcohol, and after that I sand the entire shell, and yeah, it might look kinda rough, but it actually feels really smooth. In the end I got the look that I was looking for. Now I still need to do the front, the back and the other panel. So let's move on. And finally, after about 1 hour of scrubbing, I managed to finish everything. The console is done all around, and the controller too. Also left just to break the pattern a bit, as I usually like to do this little disc tray flap in its original metallic color, untouched. Now the next step, it's applying some masks, some decals, and start doing some airbrush effects, and after that we can clear coat everything and finish this paint. At least I hope. So fast forward a little bit more, and as you can see I have already some masks applied, but first early I wash all the plastics again to neutralize any residues of the isopropyl alcohol. But as you can see I have, for example, the MW3 mask already done, the stripes, this little species of triangle on the other side. The MW3 already applied on the controller as well. So basically I'm gonna airbrush this first, and on the second pass I will do the Call of Duty logos, one on each side of the panels of the Xbox, and the airbrush will be done. Of course, and as always, all of the logos that I will be using in this project will be available on my website for download if you want to try something similar your own. And that's it. After around 30 minutes, the airbrush work is done. As you can see, I had a big Call of Duty logo on one side and just the MW3 on the other. The airbrushing process went really smoothly and the result looks amazing. Actually, it looks so good that now we have to do the same thing that we did with the previous paint job. Basically had some destruction to it. We got a small issue on the sidebars, as you can see right there, but no worries. We're going to damage the airbrush work on purpose, of course, so it matches the rest of the paint job to get that battle-worn look. But honestly, the airbrush turned out just the way I want. As you can see, everything matched perfectly. But now I'm going to let it dry for another 30 to 40 minutes, and then I will move on to the destruction phase, and after that I will be ready for the clear coat. Alright, and after some time, as you can see, I basically destroy, a way to speak, the airbrush work, in a good way of course. I gave it that worn battle damage look to match the rest of the paint job. I took care of a couple of small issues that I've shown you before in the airbrush layer, and now everything looks so much more consistent and uniform, just the way it should. Now I think we're finally ready to move on to the clear coat and finish this paint job once for all. So let's go! And after 2 coats of matte clear coat, the paint job is finally done. And the result looks amazing. Everything turned out really well, except for one incredibly stupid thing that never happened to me before. If everyone knows or anyone knows that might have caused this, I actually appreciate the explanation. Just try to understand what went wrong. As you can see here, although it's not so noticeable on camera, in real life it is quite visible. The controller, especially the top part, has taken a weird purple tint. Both pieces got exactly the same treatment. 2 coats of primer, 2 coats of paint, 2 coats of clear coat, and the controller ended up turning purple. Strange, but oh well, it is what it is. I'm not going to mess with it anymore. It's staying like this. Still no idea why. And well, it's already a new day here, and as you can see now indoors with different lighting, you can really tell the controller has quite a noticeable purple tint. However, the rest of the paint came out really nice. As you can see, the other parts are quite cool. The final result is amazing. I really like the final result. The Highlight Xbox logo came out really cool as well. Regarding the purple controller, I don't know what the hell happened. I've tried to figure it out, maybe too much clear coat, too little, I honestly can't tell. The only 2 things that came to my mind are: 1, there might be some leftover isopropyl alcohol on the surface, or 2, the plastic of the controller is just different from the console shell. Still, it doesn't make much sense. The primer should have neutralized any of that, the paint even more so, and the clear coat definitely shouldn't have reacted like this. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but either way the paint itself looks good, no actual issues with the finish, and the final result is solid. So we're moving forward with it just like this. So let's go. As for the cleaning, I was about to get started, but like I mentioned before, the seller wasn't lying, the console is actually really clean. I'm just going to do a quick dust off camera. The only thing I really need to take care is the replacing the thermal paste. But before, a quick word from today's sponsor, PCBWay. And if you are looking for high quality PCB manufacturing and assembly, PCB has got you covered. From hobbyists to professionals, PCBWay is the ultimate partner for bringing your ideas to life. With services ranging from PCB prototyping to mass production and assembly, they've earned a reputation for precision and reliability. But that's not all. PCBWay also offers 3D printing, CNC machining, and of course flexible PCB solutions to cater all your innovation needs, with competitive pricing, lightning fast delivery, and of course exceptional customer support. Your products are always in safe hands. So go to PCBWay.com to check out more. But for now, let's get back to the project. I managed to buy a 250 gigabytes hard drive for 10 euros online, so yeah, it's a good head to this Xbox. So just need to install it, and I hope it works. And of course, unfortunately, I have to clean the Batman signature for this console for good. And after all the work, we are done. And that's it, an Xbox 360 turned into a custom Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Special Edition. I didn't set out to make a replica, that was never the goal. This is a special edition done my way, as always. I'm still quietly laughing about the purple controller. I honestly still don't get how that happened, but hey, maybe purple is the new metallic. However, I'm really happy with the final result. So, with that being said, let's power it up, see if it still works, and play of course some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Attention, les forces au sol sont immobilisées. Vous allez devoir tenir le plus longtemps possible.
And this is all for today. As always, I hope you enjoy another cool project. If you wanna see more, please consider subscribe, leave a like, a comment, and also share this video. Thank you for watching. I hope I can see you in the next one.